Okay guys, very quickly before we start the video, I just want to say don't forget to smash that like button down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified every time I upload, and comment down below your thoughts about it. Don't forget to enjoy! Okay, let's go through your piece list. Okay, you were talking about your relationship with your friend and employer.
Yes.
How does that feel right now?
Right this moment?
Mm-hmm.
I get this feeling in my gut that well, do you want me to analyze it? Or label it? Or just feel it?
Feel it and label it.
The best label I can give it is just yuck.
Okay, first thing I want you to do is go into that relationship, look at your self-worth dial, 0 to 10, what's the number?
One, and I feel really sad.
Okay, reach out and touch it. Point with your other hand to where you feel it as you touch it. Turn the dial up. Notice the shift and changes that occur inside as you turn it up. Keep turning it back and forth, until it's stuck at the 10 and you can't turn it back anymore.
I've got some like story coming up, so.
Okay, keep turning the dial. If you can't get rid of the story, we'll work on the story. Okay? Could be the dial will get rid of the story on its own.
Okay.
Okay, how does the story feel now?
And still feeling a little bit of sadness.
Okay, let's go to your sadness dial, 0 to 10. Sadness about the story and about the whole thing. 10 means full sadness, 0 means no sadness. What's your number?
6.
Reach out and touch it. Notice where you feel as you touch it. Point where you feel as you touch it. Turn it down. Notice a shift and changes occur inside as you turn it down. Keep turning it back and forth, until you can't bring it back up again.
Okay.
Okay. Go back to the relationship with your employer. How does it feel now?
Better.
What's the yuck feeling now?
I don't have the yuck feeling now.
Okay, what about the sadness?
A little bit.
Go to your sadness dial within this relationship. 0 to 10. 10 is full sadness. 0 is no sadness. What's your number?
2.
Reach out and touch it. Point where you feel as you touch it. Turn it down. Notice the shift and change the current side as you turn it down.
Okay.
Okay. How does your relationship with your friend employer feel now?
You know, it feels better, but it still feels a little heavy. I mean, there's times when I can feel joyful about him and good about him. But I seem to be holding on to times he's hurt my feelings and criticized me, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what I want you to do, do you see a picture of that in your mind?
Yes.
I want you to pull out the criticisms and the hurt feelings. Get it all? Don't let any of it stay behind. Some of it likes to hide.
I feel angry.
Okay, look at the anger in a moment. But you know what? Put those criticisms and those hurt feelings at the side and pull the anger out of you.
But I'm justified in my anger.
Aren't we all? Does it get you anywhere feeling angry, even if you're justified?
I know.
Got it all?
I think so.
Okay, as you hold it in your hand, look with your mind's eye, notice what the color is.
Bright red.
Notice it has a spin to it. Which way is it spinning? Take it by the two sides, make it be the opposite of what it was in every possible way. Spinning it faster. Gotta really spin it. Works much better.
I'm spinning it with two sides like this.
The opposite of what it was in every possible way. Spin it faster and faster and double the speed, double the amplitude, double the magnitude, double the frequency. Keep doubling it over and over again till you know it can never go back to what it is before. Let me get bigger and better ways now when you got it for all the right reasons. Slam it right back in where you took it out from, shocking your system as you do. Whew. Any sensations, any feelings you might be feeling are your body's way of letting go of the old, allowing the new. Some of my clients shiver, some of them tear, some of them yawn, some of them tremor. Any of those physiological reactions or any other ones you might be having are totally normal ways for your neurology to reset its start point. Don't try to stop them. Don't try to change them. Just let your body process through. And as the memories arise, allow them to. As you see them, you feel them. As you feel them, you relieve them. Say goodbye and let them go. And just like a snake sheds its skin and takes on a new skin, just like a computer sheds its old programs and takes a new program, allow your body to shed all those old programs that support the program that you just released, and let it put in and install new programs, one to support the new program that you're installing right now. And when you know you got it for all the right reasons, try to bring it back, see what happens instead.
I just think it's all really funny.
Good, because it probably is really funny.
And when I see a couple of the memories that I brought up in the beginning, we're laughing now.
Good, excellent.
Yeah.
Can you bring back the old memories?
Can I?
Try to see what happens instead.
He started doing this funny dance. I mean, that must be my subconscious, right?
Your unconscious changed the memory.
Yeah. But I mean, why make him do a funny dance? Like, I didn't do that.
Yeah, your unconscious did it.
Yeah.
Your
My
unconscious knows what to do. Trust it.
has a sense of humor.
Yeah, universe has a sense of humor. Totally. Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything left around this thing with your employer boss friend?
He owes me money. He shorted me on one of my pays, and I want to let go of it.
What's the feeling?
It's not right. He gave me some things to do, and I did them, and he said it took too long. So he cut 10 of my hours off
Mm-hmm.
and didn't pay me.
Okay, and you just want to let go of it. You want to not care about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what is the emotion you want to pull out of there?
It's like, and this comes up in other situations, when I see something that I think isn't right, I get really angry and
Okay, but here it's not just a question of something that's not right. Here it's a question, from what I see, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's like saying that you weren't worth the hours that you put in.
I know that I was, and we had a big fight about it, and it was like 3 years ago.
All right, look at your self-worth in that situation.
Okay.
0 to 10, what's your number?
7.
Reach ahead and touch it. Notice where you feel as you touch it. Point to where you feel as you touch it. Turn it up. Notice the shift and changes occur inside as you turn it up. Keep turning it back and forth, so you can't turn it back anymore.
Okay.
Okay, go back to that situation. He shorted you for 10 hours. What's the feeling now?
I just want peace.
Okay, go to your peace style. 0 to 10. 10 means full peace. 0 means no peace. What's your number?
9. 8, 8, and 9.
Okay, that's pretty good. You should
Yeah.
touch it. Notice where you feel as you touch it. Turn it up. Notice shift and changes occur inside as you turn it up. Keep turning it back and forth, until you can't turn it back anymore.
Okay.
Okay, how does it feel now when you go to there?
Very peaceful.
What's the gift?
Sometimes feeling good is worth more than money, than fighting over money.
Okay, good. Excellent. Because as long as you get the lesson, you can move on. As long as you don't get the lesson, you're going to keep experiencing it.
Yeah.
All right?
I hope I got the lesson.
I'll tell you, you might have to remind yourself and do another dial next time something like this happens, but it will go much quicker. I mean, this is 3 years ago, and you were still holding on to it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When I went to England a few weeks ago on a seminar, and I went to visit my daughter who was there for the year, and on the way back, she gave me a whole bunch of stuff to bring back with me, and I ended up having overweight on my luggage, and I had to pay an extra £90, $115.
Wow.
And at first I was really angry, and then I kind of said, do I have much choice in the matter? I could just take things out of the suitcase and leave them in the airport right there. Aside from that, didn't have much choice in the matter, so is it going to help me to go brooding over it? Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
And also, you know, I feel like I have to trust in my own ability to attract money in abundance, and it can come from somewhere else, you know, rather
Could,
than...
and you don't know that it could be something in your, how do you say, you were lacking then something in your trust of bringing in abundance that caused it to happen in the first place.
Yes. Yes.
And once you fix that, it won't happen again.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
it's all a question of changing something inside of you as opposed to something out there.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do one last thing over here. So wait, so first of all, your relationship with your friend employer. How's that now? How do you feel about it?
Fine. Yeah.
Okay, good. A distorted memory of cars in the driveway, so you can't cross it. Can you still bring that distorted memory up?
Oh, okay. So I dealt with this one the other day. I went back to the memory, and instead of saying, oh, I can't cross the driveway, I said, I'm going to cross anyway. And I did, and the cars backed away.
Okay. So is it cool now?
I think so. To me, it was another one of those not taking control, but realizing my power,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and letting that image stop me.
Okay. So just search around and see if there's anything else there.
I thought I changed this one, but if it keeps coming up, well, we're always going to remember things, right? But the key is if we have a feeling with the memory, right?
No.
No?
I know memories that you can't bring back up again. Gone.
So it's other references besides the feelings that can keep them in place.
Yep.
Okay. So I saw my dog be killed years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very sad. Well, it felt very sad at the time because he got loose, and I lived pretty close to a real busy street. And so I went in the car to look for him, and he was on the other side of the busy street, and he looked up at me all excited and just ran toward me.
Oh.
And that's a hard one.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
I just remember his face, his innocent face.
Okay.
And
Want you to think about that. See that picture? And I want you to see a picture of you happy with him. Where you're out playing in the fields, or you're out in the yard, or he's with you snuggled up in bed, or you have pictures like that?
Okay, I got it.
Okay, 0 to 10. How strong is it? The good one.
5.
Okay, I want you to add more to it. Make it bigger, make it brighter, make it stronger, make it at least a 10, if not a 20. If you need to add more memories in, add more memories in.
I don't have a lot of memories with that dog. He was my boyfriend's dog, and my boyfriend moved and left the dog behind. And honestly, he was kind of a pain in the butt.
So in other words, even though it was sad when he was run over, there was a sense of relief? Or was the boyfriend the pain in the butt, not the dog?
Both of them.
Both of them were the pain in the butt.
No, really, the dog wasn't housebroken, and I was trying to housebreak him, and at the time something else traumatic had just happened to me, and I was, kind of crazy. And
Well, let me ask you a question. What feeling do you want to have at the end of the day when you think about that dog?
I want to have a good feeling, I want to remember, he was also funny, he was a poodle, he was a big poodle, and
Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to point to where you feel the bad feelings about the dog, be it when he got run over or any other bad feelings.
Okay.
Okay, notice the color attached to it. What's the color?
Yellow.
Pull it out. Pull it all out. Every last drop. Don't let any of it stay behind.
Okay.
Okay, now I want you to feel a feeling of love. Total, utter, complete love. Can you feel a feeling like that? Okay, I want you to point to where you feel it. Notice the color. What's the color?
Pink.
And pull that one out. Keep it. We want to use it, but pull it out.
Okay.
Okay, now you have two piles there, right? The pile of the love and the pile of all those feelings with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
As you look at the pile of the feelings with the dog, notice the color and the spin.
Okay.
And look at the feeling of love. Notice the color and spin over there too.
Okay.
Take the pile of with the dog, change it to be exactly the same as the pile of love.
Okay.
Do whatever you need to do with it. Literally take your hands, play with it, change the spin, change the color, do whatever you need to do till you get to look exactly like the love. To feel exactly like the love. Okay, the more you act out with your hands, the more you can get out of it.
Okay.
Okay, now take both piles, put them together. Notice the color, notice the spin. Take it by the two sides, make it be even bigger, even stronger, even brighter in the same way that it was, spinning it faster and faster and doubling the speed, doubling the amplitude, doubling the magnitude, doubling the frequency. Keep doubling it over and over again till you know it can never go back to straight forward. It can only get bigger and better the way it is now till it takes on a life force of its own. We know you got it for all the right reasons. Take half of it and put it back where the love was, and the other half and put it where the dog was. Shocking your system as you do. Any sensations, any feelings you might be feeling are your body's way of letting go of the old, allowing the new. Don't try to stop them. Don't try to change them. Just let your body process through. And when you got it for all the right reasons, try to bring it back. See what happens instead.
My mind is still drawn to part of the memory, just to me sitting in the car and seeing the dog on the other side. It's just that much of it.
Okay. What's the emotion there?
Fear.
Pull out the fear. Every last drop. Don't let any of it stay behind. Got it all?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure. Some of it likes to hide. Okay, got it all? Not yet. Good. Good thing I told you to check.
Okay.
Okay, notice there's a color attached. What's the color?
Red.
Notice there's a spin attached. What's the spin?
I'm sorry?
Notice there's a spin attached. What's the spin? Which way is it spinning?
To the right. This way.
Take it by the two sides, make it be the opposite of what it was in every possible way, spinning it faster and faster, doubling the speed, doubling the amplitude, doubling the magnitude, doubling the frequency, keep doubling it over and over again. Do you know it can never go back to the and get bigger and better than it was now until it takes on life force of its own when you got it for all the right reasons? Slam it right back in, shocking your system as you do. Any sensations, any feelings you might be feeling are your body's way of letting go of the old, allowing the new. Don't try to stop it. Don't try to change it. Just your body process through. And when you got it for all the right reasons, try to bring it back. See what happens instead.
My subconscious changed the memory.
Okay, what's it now?
All the cars stopped in both directions, and the dog came running and jumped on me, and we hugged, and I took him home.
Okay, try changing it back. See what happens instead.
Can't.
Okay, replay that memory over and over in your mind. Not once, not twice, not 10 times, not 100 times, but thousands and millions of times at the speed of thought, noticing in your brain how it starts lighting up like a Christmas tree on Christmas Eve with all the new neural connections you're creating to this new memory you've just created. And keep playing it over and over again, bigger and brighter and stronger each and every time until you couldn't cut through those neural connections, even if you tried. It's so deeply embedded inside.
Well, it's good and it feels good, but it's like these two cars wouldn't back off, so the dog jumped over them.
Mm-hmm.
So the memory ended up the same, but I can't seem to make those two cars, the rest of the cars, like it was like a 4-lane.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you a question. Does it bother you that those two cars didn't stop and he jumped over it?
It's funny. I think it was cute the way he jumped over the cars.
Your unconscious mind gave him the resource he needed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the important thing over here.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's actually empowering him as opposed to by fate that this car's all stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I think maybe that was the source of the cars in the driveway thing.
Mm-hmm. So when you think back to the cars in the driveway, now you see yourself jumping over the cars. Superwoman.
There's just one car coming up the driveway really slow because we were having a party that day outside.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just coming up the driveway slow and it stopped for us to cross.
Now let's see what would happen if you tried to make it go a little bit faster. Would you all grow wings and fly over? And super jumps?
Sure.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Either way. Try bring back the old memories, see what happens instead.
Which one? The dog?
Both.
Both? Okay. I had to jump over the cars in the driveway, but the dog one was fine. The path was clear for him to come across.
Well, let me ask you, if you can jump over the cars, are you empowered?
Yeah.
So does it matter?
No.
Okay. Well, number one will be fun. Number two, you'll be prepared in any situation.
Yeah.
Right?
True. True.
Gives you all the more power.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay. I want you to play that memory over and over in your mind. Not once, not twice, not 10 times, not 100 times, but millions of times at the speed of thought, each time making it a little bit bigger, a little bit brighter, a little bit stronger, noticing how your mind's lighting up like a Christmas tree on Christmas Eve with all the neuronal connections that are being created right now with that new memory you've just created. You're Superwoman, and everybody knows it. And nobody will mess with you, not even your boss. You can fly cars at a single bound. And if need be, even stop the cars. And keep playing it over and over until you have so many neuronal connections, so many branches, so many webs, you couldn't cut it out, even if you tried. And you know what? Since cars know the power that you have, they see you, they all slow down. No one would ever think of messing with that Superwoman.
So that memory not only was connected to the dog memory, but seems like it was also a metaphor, a representation of my not feeling empowerment.
Yeah.
That instead of finding a way to cross the driveway, I backed off.
Yeah. Which leads back to your employer situation where he took advantage of you and you backed off, holding it inside of you.
Yeah. Well, I had a big fight with him over it. I fought for it, but he didn't give in. So.
All right. Well, just wait till it ever happens again. It won't happen again because he knows who he's dealing with now. He feels
Well,
it.
not only that, I was fighting with him from a place of victim
Right,
at the time. I even
right.
started crying, saying, "How could you do this to me?"
And that's
You
the,
know, I went into some kind of childhood thing,
yeah. And that's a
and
place where you always lose.
yeah, oh yeah,
Because they know that you're the victim and they know that you can squash you. When
hmm
you come in as a superwoman, just watch them sit down and say, oh, here's your check. Sorry, it must have been an overlook on my side. I didn't mean to. Right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, we're going to stop here. We're going to see how this new empowerment that you just gave yourself is going to affect the other stuff we want to work on.
Okay, sounds
Okay?
good. Yeah.
And your job is every night before you go to sleep, check your self-worth dial, your self-love dial, your self-compassion dial. Make sure they're all at a 10. Check any other dial you're having an issue with or you want to manifest. Make sure that the dials are all at the right place.
Don't forget, if you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel, or subscribe to my newsletter. The address is right down below over there. Have a great week.